Welcome to Star Control Origins, Episode 11, Trandal Treaty.
Permission to initiate interspecies interaction level A8.
Give yourself permission to talk to us as if we were a moron.
Fine. Self-permission granted to initiate interspecies interaction with sub-intelligent species level A1. What do you want?
We'll just go.
You have not filed the correct forms to leave.
Nor will we.
You are in violation of non-form filing process no form EZ8 of the Act of Youthful Aggression. The penalty is annulment.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. I'm not quite sure what this thing does. I think those some like missiles, the measured backup. I guess they pull me in and they do shots. I don't know. I'm so slow now. What? I don't even understand. Like, this is the max turning speed I've got.
Supply dialogue objective statement with supplemental information exchange authorization form following process V38967.3. Ah, it's you, the humans. Recently, a bylaw enforcement vessel made contact with a Drenken designated target practice fleet and found that every member of said fleet had another ear taped to the top of their heads. The Drenken told us a story. A stupid story. Your name came up. As per the Consolidated Scrive Ward Species Mockery/Interference Regulations, you are being provided one warning. Do not interfere with the activities of a Scrive Ward species again. Now then, what do you want?
Pretty generous for a warning, but you're already trying to annihilate me, so what do I got to lose? But maybe you could give me some information.
We do not distribute information freely. Ward species of the Scrive Empire have severe restrictions on their information diets. But you are not a Ward species. The Act of Youthful Aggression mandates that we must destroy you. But it does not say anything about pre-destruction information sharing. An oversight, certainly. But we can only enforce the law as written. That you would visit our homeworld is unprecedented. We will have to rely on older statutes to determine a course of action. You can consider yourself fortunate that older statutes viewed unknown aliens more favorably. We have decided. You will be granted Lev 2 Visiting Scholar access privileges. What information do you require?
Why is the Empire so hostile to us?
In 13098 ME, the scribe decided that introducing juvenile species to the concept of civilization posed risk to the Empire. While evaluating a new candidate for a ward species, the primitive aliens lashed out at the scribe, resulting in several scribe deaths. Young aliens do not comprehend the gravity of the crime. We will explain. Through their mastery of genetic technology, the scribe have an almost unlimited natural lifespan. This great achievement, gained long ago, would eventually remove the need for reproduction, and ultimately, the ability. Consequently, the death of a scribe is a tragedy beyond imagination. The offending aliens were obliterated, their homeworld turned to a pile of rubble loosely held together by gravity. And the act of youthful aggression was passed. This stopped the cycle of new ward species being added to the Empire. Since then, all unknown species are to be considered juvenile. Hence, the scribe and all ward species are required to attack you and ignore all mewling and / or begging.
I already knew all that, though. And it still doesn't make any sense, because I'm killing way more scribe than I would have if anything else had happened. How would you tell us more about the scribe?
The scribe are everything. They are the light which shines. They are the path forward. They are the sword which pierces the veil of ignorance. They are sublime.
Can you summarize the scribe's history?
The scribe were blessed by the gods with intelligence and strength. They lived in harmony with the other beings of their world, turning the beasts to labor and the plants to crops. There were conflicts, yes, but every dispute was settled honorably, and lengthy wars were all but unheard of. Their history contains none of the pauses or dark ages that so many others do. It is no surprise that they were the first among all sentient beings to reach the stars.
Thought they were the first. Are you sure?
They were the first ones that mattered. There is evidence a species widely referred to as the precursors were active in this galaxy approximately 200,000 years ago. But where the scribe were strong and wise and attractive, the precursors were not. Preliminary analysis of precursor artifacts indicated they were large quadrupeds, likely covered in thick, unfashionable fur. Their technology was advanced for a non-scribe species, but clearly not advanced enough for them to claim the galaxy for their own.
You know that's not everyone's goal, right?
It's the goal of anyone who gets remembered.
What happened to the precursors?
Details of their ultimate fate are unknown. Further study of the precursors was halted by the Research Safety Act of 8259 ME. Passage of this act followed the discovery of precursor technology that was pan-dimensional in nature. Technology which implied the precursors, and possibly other beings, existed in multiple branches of one larger multiverse.
What's wrong with that?
The potential forces that could be unleashed by pan-dimensional research are immense. As the scribe crave stability and prosperity for themselves and all their ward species, the risks posed by this research was considered too great to be pursued.
What would these other universes look like?
Some have speculated they would look a bit like this one, just lower resolution. There was also some speculation these parallel universes were connected to the Rainbow Worlds somehow. These are unusually mineral-rich worlds, colored in vibrant hues. No known natural process could make such a world. Some scribe archaeologists believed they were manifestations of a phenomena occurring at a higher or lower plane of reality. Following the deaths of those archaeologists as mandated by Clause 2 of the Research Safety Act, the theory was not explored further.
We wanted to ask about something else.
What information do you require?
When did the scribe reach the stars?
About 10,000 years ago, on 1319 ME of the modern calendar, the scribe discovered the secrets of hyperspace. They expanded rapidly, taking with them the light of civilization. They encountered many primitive alien species during this era and elevated them, teaching the beasts the nature of reason. It was these simple beasts who became the first ward species of the Empire.
Where is the scribe homeworld?
Scrivenosi lies far beyond the borders of this province. It is glorious, a beacon of luminousness which shines across the galaxy. You will be permitted to go nowhere near it.
We wanted to ask about something else.
What information do you require?
How many aliens are in the Scribe Empire?
At present, there are 8 ward species of the Scribe Empire in this region, but there have been far more in the past. Wars, disease, and various problematic events have claimed many others. Civilization is not for everyone.
How many ward species have come and gone?
Records from the earliest days of the Empire are incomplete, rendering the precise count difficult. Additionally, the count is complicated by the number of weak species who went extinct prior to subsumption into the Empire, typically following contact with scribe-based pathogens. Using the best available methodology, auditors estimate that 200 to 220 species were wards of the Empire, but do not survive to this day. Attrition rates were highest during the Contagion and during the Exraki blasphemy.
What was the Contagion?
Beginning in 7101 ME, both scribe and ward species were stricken by an unknown illness. The disease was traced to a virus of unusual potency, capable of crossing interspecies barriers. Once the virus took hold, death was certain, sudden, and violent. Eventually, a cure was discovered, and the scribe hurried to spread it to all in need. But by that point, the contagion had already claimed the lives of trillions, wiping out entire races.
Who were the Exraki?
The scribe bestowed light upon the Exraki in 8188 ME. A primitive and savage species, the Exraki would have surely wiped themselves out without the scribe's intervention. But with education and a firm hand to guide them, the Exraki adapted well to their new life in the Empire. For a time, all was well, but the scribe were trusting and did not detect the cunning and hate that lurked within the Exraki. Envious of the scribe, they took the light of civilization and twisted it. In 8249 ME, Exraki Marines across the scribe fleet committed mutiny, seizing the ships from their betters. With these vessels under their power, the Exraki commenced a terrible campaign of destruction.
Clearly the scribe beat them.
At great cost. Many scribe and ward species perished. The Exraki seemed to take special pleasure in targeting these weaker beings. It was only on the step of Scrivenos seat itself that they were finally turned back. Then, even with the war slowly turning against them, the Exraki refused to surrender. Each Exraki, young and old, strong and frail, fought to the death.
Fought to the death? Or were they exterminated?
Fought to the death. That is what is recorded.
What happened next?
The scribe grieved greatly for the deaths of their loyal ward species. In the following years, they took several critical steps to ensure the safety of those under their care. New ward species would be permitted to join the Empire only after extensive screening. The scribe began grooming species for the responsibility of civilization, not trusting enlightenment to happen on its own. And no longer would the Empire seek to expand its borders, risking contact with a new alien, perhaps more dangerous than the Exraki. The age of exploration and expansion had ended.
We wanted to ask about something else.
What information do you require?
Tell us about the current rebellion against the scribe.
There is no rebellion.
Some aliens are openly attacking Scribe Vessel.
There is no rebellion. That is a mistake.
We wanted to ask about something else.
What information do you require?
That's enough questions for now.
Do you need anything else?
We'll just be going.
This is not the proper departure filing process. Please fill out Form LLT 643-H, apology for improper departure filing process within 15 business days.
Close communications channel. Since we're on fair terms with them, let's go and loot their system.
Target acquired. I have a message for you. If you survive this encounter, you should speak with my boss at Alpha Tria B. You won't, though. So, engaging now.
Shoot! Not coolio. I have a little experience with cloaking because of the precursor drone. The AI gets so intimidated trying to fly into a barrage of laser blasts.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
It's the ugly aliens who took our egg with their garbage ship. Thanks for getting the Grieg rocks off our backs. It will be nice having a homeworld which isn't constantly devoured.
We can see the benefits to that.
Also, good luck with the egg. Maybe don't take that thing by any planets you like.
You owe us one now, Midback.
Yeah. The thing about that is you're going to shoot the scribe, and they're going to murder you, and also anyone near you.
The scribe might just murder you anyways.
Yeah. And you seem pretty good at flying around in space and not getting killed. Like, really good at it. There is a chance you're going to become the new scribe.
That's not really our goal.
No, you will. We see it pretty clearly. You're going to be the new murderous empire. And we want in on the ground floor. We're going to send some of our more enterprising Menkmak to your homeworld. Shake some appendages, make some deals. I know what you're going to say. Thank you, please. Have a bunch of money and all our best stuff. But there's no need. We'll get that all soon enough.
We'll send the warning to Earth right away.
Sure, you see how much good that does you. Anyways, is there anything else, ugly allies?
So we see the drink can now have 4 ears.
Yeah. So it turns out we could do the good thing and stop genocide forever. Or we could do the fun thing. Trick the Drankind, and then make quite a bit of money selling them even more fake ears. We chose the latter, and I think history will validate that choice.
Well done, Menkmak.
Thanks! You'd make a heck of a Menkmak human.
Can you tell us about yourselves? Because you like making things explode?
Oh, baby. Do we ever? Unfortunately, the scribe are a lot better at making us explode than the other way around. And I guess we are now too. Rad.
Do you know who else is fighting the scribe? We wanted to discuss some alliance matters with you.
Like what, ugly military ally?
We wanted to buy some technology from you.
No problem.
Nothing for right now, thanks.
Your loss.
Do you have any ships you can spare us?
I guess that was one of the terms of us allying with you. Fine, take one of our ships.
Just one?
Feel free to leave it unattended around your homes if you want. Or your businesses, places of worship, they're all good.
Do you have another ship you can spare us?
Oh, sorry, buddy. We've lost a lot of our ships lately, fighting this war you've dragged us into. Thanks again for that, incidentally. So we can't spare any right now. Not for you, anyway.
Jeez. Alright, well, that's enough about our alliance.
Is there anything else, ugly allies?
Can we buy some supplies? Alright, so I can now get small fuel containers. Okay. It's just right there. I wonder how long that's been available. I heard there's a bug with the Grugrox swarm. Somebody said something about if you use healing, auto heal or something, it breaks the game. I don't think it meant in an exploity sense. I think they just meant the game doesn't repair your troops anymore. The way I'm editing this will probably be in the middle of episode 11. But today is September 14th, 2018, and I loaded my game before I left Seoul for the first time. And then just tested each starbase individually. Some of them I couldn't reach. Like, for example, getting to the Spur entry required that I jump to Fortress, Chrome, Perilous, and Erroneous starbases. So I don't have specific things that are relevant only to Spur entry. I'll show that notepad file here in a minute. But I managed to get pretty much lots of places individually. And then I also did some weapons testing. So that's what these random weapon training, weapon performance saves are. So I've decided what I'm going to build. Also, there was an issue with the fuel module. Like, I had unlocked it earlier, or I should have unlocked it earlier when I was testing these things. It unlocks at a nearby starbase, but it was never available to me. If there's a section of the modules that you'd like to take a deeper look at, feel free to pause when I get there. But otherwise, I'm going by page. And then here's some areas where it should tell me, for example, when I have access to certain things. This down here is just see how much beneficial extra speed is. Yeah, small fuel container. I should be if I just went straight from home base to the vacant fortress starbase or the Great Void starbase, I should be able to have small fuel containers unlocked. That was what I uncovered when I went straight from Seoul to this place. So I'm at the vacant fortress starbase, but it doesn't let me. Only 2,000. I can afford some of those. 2, 3. I guess I can only buy 3 of them, which is fine. Oh, other things to note is that if it doesn't have, like this, fleet weapon amplifier, doesn't increase my damage. Nope, does not increase my damage. Or at least when I was testing it. Maybe a patch has fixed it, but we know that the basic nuke and the advanced nuke, what kind of damage they do, right? The basic nuke did 10 damage. Now, the fleet damage does increase the Vindicator stats. So when I have the fleet weapon amplifier or nothing, I still do 10 damage with the basic nuke. And if I get the fleet weapon amplifier, well, 10 damage increased by 30% is 13 damage, and I do 13 damage. I tested it out and counted it out. So this does nothing. I quit several of these, I still couldn't get anything out of it. So if it doesn't indicate any stats here, it's not worth equipping. So like these plain fleet deflectors, doesn't seem to really do anything. Same thing as this fleet accelerator. So I'm actually going to dismantle some of this stuff here. So give me 1 second while I look through all this. So I went ahead and, as you know, I did buy 3 fuel small fuel modules, which I'll stock up with when we head back to base. I'll put them on and get some more fuel and gradually switch them up from hyperdrive accelerators. The battery charger I used to replace the docking bay, since this is going to be my main combat ship now. I just moved the fleet charger back once because I felt like putting the crew quarters in the exact middle. The fleet deflector Mark IIIs I put up here, just so I could have a symmetrical or even row of 3. Then I bought 2 deflector Mark IIs to replace the statless fleet deflectors. And that's my ship. Now, there are 2 new weapons that I bought. Tractor Beam, which I like from using that one weird yellow ship, and Phaser, which will help do more damage with the Tractor Beam. And since it's going to be a big energy drain, that's why I have the battery charger. I went through and tested a lot of different configurations and all the weapons. That's what the weapons training and weapons practice saves were for, just so I could experiment with different types. And this is a setup that I'm happy with. Now the map has been grayed out. This is the recent patch. So if you look here, for example, doesn't actually show much on this. So if you look here, this looks pretty much the same. Let's say we're to type in, we'll say Beta. You see Beta Corpus A is not bolded. Additionally, you can see, if you highlight here, Beta Corpus A is not bolded here, but Beta Corpus B is bolded. Weird thing is, it looks like I've never, I feel confident I've touched the fluorescent approach starbase when I was doing all the Wendigo stuff, but that one didn't register, I guess. But all this other stuff is smaller, see? So what we're going to do next is probably run over to Greegrox real quick, because I didn't complete this objective. Come gather information about the galaxy from the Greegrox around the Ancient One. I must have forgot to do that or something. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe like the starbase, it just didn't register. So we still need to make contact with the Pinthy, which is up here, and whoever these dudes are. Is that more Scribe? I don't think it's supposed to be, but I don't know. Not quite sure who those are supposed to be. So we're going to go ahead and talk to the Trandals. Now, although I visited this system, I don't think I actually searched the planets. Because I didn't really want to hang around in a system that may not be friendly to me. And I fly right past it. Oh well. Yeah, I haven't explored this place. So there's an unidentified object. Let's go ahead and hit that.
Crazy looking alien ship here, Captain. This ship feels ancient. Half buried in soil, been here thousands of years at least. Maybe longer. The aliens who flew this must have been massive. All the rooms and controls are meters off the ground. Also, for some reason, there's a lot of plush carpeting. Weird. Comfy, but weird. We'll see what we can strip from the ship.
Hello again. You have been to the moon. You see now. The Scribe destroyed those people. Those pitiful husks. Those husks were dear to me. You cannot hope to stand against the Scribe. Not in your state. I can help you. I will repeat my offer. Allow me to upgrade your systems.
I? Me? What happened to the plural tense?
It was nothing. I am an individual Trandal. We are all individual Trandals, and I am one of them. Now then, take the upgrades.
We had some questions first.
Okay.
I don't know if these guys have a homeworld because in the objective menu it didn't say get information from the homeworld. I don't think they have any new dialogue, so that's enough questions for now.
Now then, take the upgrades.
No, this is weird. We'll just be going.
Not in that state, you won't. What a clever husk. You have noticed something unusual. You have noticed I am not the Trandals. I am Overmind. The Trandals are mere husks, carriers for me. Accept the upgrades. Transform your husks into something better as well. Let me do the thinking for you.
What is up with you and these upgrades?
You will never understand in this state. But if you fear change for your husks so much, consider this new, upgraded offer. You will spread Overmind for me. In exchange, your husks will remain unupgraded, but you will deliver useful devices to other husks of my choosing. You are new, innocent. Other husks trust you. So what will it be?
What, and rob them of free will? Tell us more about yourself first, Overmind.
Okay. Overmind is great and very admirable.
That doesn't seem biased at all. What exactly are you?
Overmind. A unified consciousness and decision-making apparatus suited for spreading misery and Overmind.
Maybe we could do without the misery.
Also, Overmind. Husks always get hung up on the misery. But misery is of secondary importance. Spreading Overmind is more.
And who made you?
All references to Overmind's creators are protected.
How did the Trandals first become part of Overmind?
Overmind's makers created many vectors for spreading the Overmind. One of these, an automated probe, collided with the Trandal homeworld 233 years ago. The Trandals were in an ideal state for Overmind envelopment at this point. Post-industrial technology, highly capitalistic, mildly gullible. It took less than a year.
Have many other species been made Overmind?
No, but I am trying so hard. Soon the Minkmac, Maulings, and Famished will be Overmind.
Tell us about the Minkmac.
Huge mouths, lots of talking, too much talking. Overmind will shut them up.
Tell us about the Maulings.
They have a god which has slowed down Overmind envelopment, but someday soon,
Tell us about the Famished.
they are potentially not compatible with Overmind, but they have unique vulnerability, which increases our chances. They are cannibals. They talk to husks as they eat them. I have sent many of my own husks to their deaths at the hands of the Famished to listen in on their conversation.
We wanted to ask about something else.
Okay,
That's enough about you.
so, will you accept my offer? Will you spread Overmind to husks for me?
Tell us more about this plan of yours.
Good, good. Take these devices to the husks who reside on Beta Itzpapalano B1 and Alpha Orchidum 8. and Pollinox in the Pollux system. Make them Overmind. Then I will permit you to live, and use my own husks within your fleet.
I don't actually want any of these. I don't want to wipe him out. I just want to leave. Okay, so like number one, okay, we're in. I just wanted to hear his plan. Number two, change their minds, give us upgrades. I don't want the upgrades, and I don't actually want to. I mean, yeah, sure, what he's doing is bad, but I guess fine. I'm gonna pick 3 because I think that's what the heroic action is supposed to be. You sound like a plague on this galaxy. We'll just wipe you out instead.
Your husks are pathetic, and your ship is more so. Your story ends here, Husk.
Like, out of those 3 options, this seemed like the least bad. Thought about getting a persistent missile instead of a phaser, but I don't think it would have hit something this fast anyways.
You destroyed my husks. You are as powerful as I heard.
How are you still alive?
You destroyed some husks. I have others within communications range of your vessel. Listen, Husk. You fight the Scribe. I know this. And I know you want help to do so. I could help. The Scribe are the greatest obstacle preventing me from spreading Overmind. I cannot waste husks in a fruitless battle with their empire. But those calculations change if you can actually defeat them. So, can you defeat the Scribe?
With my new weapons? Yes, we can and we will.
I have decided. I have enough husks to spare for an experiment. You will kill them. Kill any husks of mine you see in this system or any other. If you survive and kill enough, maybe I will consider a relationship with you. A relationship which will allow your husks to continue to exist unupgraded.
Like an alliance?
If that's the term your husks would prefer, I will consider it a temporary Overmind, non-Overmind relationship.
We don't want to kill your poor husks.
Then accept the upgrades. Become Overmind. Life is not about easy choices, Husk. Be seeing you.
Close communications channel.
Hello again.
Tell us about yourself, Overmind.
Okay, Overmind is great and very admirable.
Alright, well, that's enough about you then.
You still want to talk?
What? I just want to go. Like, I understand maybe they're trying to make some moral ambiguity here, but I'm dissatisfied with my limited options. Where's my I wish to leave option that I had earlier? We're ready to destroy your husks now because I have no choice. Unless you change your mind.
No. Have you? You can accept upgrades, turn turn off your overworked brains? No? Okay. A fight.
I don't remember all the areas he said I should go with the thing. So after that, I check out this planet. I'm going to make a save. I'm going to write down those locations. I'm going to check them out.
Yours.
Let's try out this ship while we're at it. Pulse cannon and blast mine. Oh, that turns slow. Okay, nothing here. So I guess unless I accept a mission, nothing will happen. Let's try checking out the other places. Nothing here either. There's nothing on any of those planets. So I guess I will just kill a bunch of the husks. It's not my preferred option. I would prefer to defeat the Overmind and set free the Trandals. Even if it means the Trandals, for example, hate me, means that the Trandals don't join me because they'd rather not get involved in the war, at least they'd have that freedom of choice. And they'd be free from Overmind.
Hello, M. No, have you? Even some upgrades. Turn off your overworked brains. No, okay, a fight.
I gotta do that every time I want to kill them? Whatever.
Got a wrecked Trandal ship here. Found some of the Trandals up here on the bridge. Well, what's left of them. A lot of spear wounds here. I wonder if they pissed off the locals. Oh well, we'll salvage what we can.
I'm not really sure I want anything from their ship, but okay. Also in the patch notes that they mentioned changing the mineral amount on certain planet types as well as animal types. So my guide, of course, even if it wasn't going to be randomized or something, is going to be a little bit different than your experience. Hopefully the guide can still be useful to you. I'm not actually flying out of the system. I just figured I'd fly through the star rather than around it.
There's faint radioactivity coming from the system. Can't tell which world, though.
Strange structure here, Captain. Looks like a mining camp with a bunch of sleeping robots in it. I guess these robots harvested all these resources and then shut down to wait for their masters. I wonder who the masters are. I also wonder if we should take the resources and not ask too many hard questions. Okay, it turns out the answer is yes. Yes, we should.
Received heavy dumbfire missile with 1S. Melnir trading ship. Hail.
Greetings, Captain. Welcome to this Melnir trading outpost. We look forward to a long, but probably not too long, relationship with you.
Who are you?
As I said, and as you've certainly heard, I am a Melnir, and the proprietor of this trading outpost. But you are no doubt speaking in more general terms. Who are the Melnir? What are we doing here? Etc. Those are excellent questions, and you're to be commended for almost asking them. We are spies. And we are here because we are spying.
What exactly are you? Biologically.
We are exactly a Melnir biologically. We come from a small world with very low gravity. Consequently, our predators were often above or below us, hence the helpful placement of our eyes. Then we became the predators. But I think you know how this story goes. They all go about the same from this point.
Where are you from?
Far away. We arrived here not long ago, and we shan't be staying long. It's not safe here.
Who are you spying on?
Everyone. Why would you ever limit it? Primarily, we collect information about life, which is sadly hard to come by in this area. You are no doubt confused, having seen countless forms of life, even on your journey here. Sadly, this region of the spur will be cleared of life in the near future, rendering any information about the life forms living within it of minimal value. You have my condolences, etc.
You say an awful lot about yourselves for a spy.
You regard information as a precious resource, as something to be hoarded. This is immature. When you develop an appreciation for information flux economies, you'll see that information only has value when it's shared. It's just a question of how it's shared, where you direct the flux. So yes, we have shared information with you. But why? To what effect? What are we playing at? You have an expressive face, Captain. Now you're getting it.
That's enough about you.
There is never enough about us, but I take your meaning. There is one other thing before you go, Captain. We will trade you fuel and other sundries if you need it. A bit prosaic, but such is life. 2. Although the life forms in this region are incredibly doomed, we still feel the need to collect information about them, for completeness' sake. If you collect any specimens of living critters, return them to me or any of my cheerful brethren, and we will reward you. We'll do the same for dead critters, albeit at a lower rate.
Let's do some shopping. Okay, I don't know where this thing came from. Is it from these guys? It makes it worth having checked everything out. This precursor-based technology makes mention of something called quasi-space and appears to store its energy somewhere above and below. Unfortunately, I just spent most of my RU on weapons, which turns out to be handy because I'm fighting all these Trandals. Do I have enough RU in the things I am saving? Still holding on to these 3 items, that's worth roughly 20,000 RU. So I still need to raise 30,000 RU. But that is interesting. Let's see what else they've got, if they have anything else. A not-so-cuddle drive. Okay. Okay, I'll have to come here when I got a lot more RU.
Enough. The experiment is ended. You cut through my husks with greater speed than even the scribe.
We're sorry we had to do that.
Your husks are kind, but effective. I wonder if you have an overmind of your own directing you. I have updated my calculations on optimal spread patterns for Overmind. Overmind will align its interests with you. This will leave you in the unupgraded state your husks seem to desire. We will work together to defeat the scribe and turn them into Overmind.
I'm not a huge fan of the second part of that.
You don't have to be. You will not trust me, but you do not have to trust me. You have to defeat the scribe. This I can help with. All will be Overmind eventually. But for now, you will not. We are friends now. Don't look so sad.
We had some questions concerning our alliance.
Yes,
Can you spare us some ships, ally?
yes. I will give you a ship and some husks to fight the scribe.
Can you spare some more ships?
No. I have lost too many ships, too many husks. Overmind is losing spreading potential.
Whose fault is that? Do you have any technology you can share with us? Really?
The shape of your face suggests you still do not want Overmind. I will share lesser technology with you then. I have a hyperdrive. It is better than yours. I have a fleet deflector system. It will protect your husks. I have a lander armor system. It will protect your planet-side husks. Select one. I need the rest.
You need all the rest.
Yes. Overmind business is complicated.
The not-so-cuddle drive is 65%, I think it was, so let's see what this other hyperdrive is worth.
Interesting choice.
That's enough questions about our alliance.
You still want to talk, Allied Husks?
We'll just be going.
Okay, Allied Husk.
Close communications channel. Let's take a look at this. Manifest. Overdrive. The hyperdrive provided to us by Overmind. Powerful and a little bit sinister. I assumed that if I got the Fleet Deflector Mark II, like in the beginning of the game, I could have more than the normal max cap, which would be very interesting for running a fleet. Let's see how good this overdrive is.
Return greetings, Captain. I am pleased you are still alive.
Let's do some shopping. 70%, even better. Okay. So I'll go and take this, because this is an improvement. And although I would be interested in an extra Fleet Deflector Mark III, I like speed. Speed has always been my go-to. I just wish I had enough for the fuel unit. And let's go and make a save here where I'm allied with the Overmind. And I'm going to try accepting the upgrade. So what you're about to see is a parallel universe. Or a parallel universe where we accept the upgrades. I think there's also an achievement related to it. Get back here. Get back here! No, I did not want to touch the planet. I'm not interested in any of that because I'm not going to keep this safe. That ship cannot slip past the planets. I'm trying to zoom in, but it's not letting me.
Hello again. You have been to the moon. You see now. The Strive destroyed those evil, those pitiful husks. Those husks were dear to me. You cannot hope to stand against the Strive. Not in your state. I can help you. I will repeat my offer. Allow me to upgrade your systems.
Fine. Give us the upgrades.
Yes. Good. You will receive Overmind system upgrades now. All done. Your ship is much better now. Soon, you will be as well.
Are we allies now?
Soon. The upgrades still need time to improve your ship to an acceptable level for Overmind envelopment. While you wait, you should learn more about the threat the Scribe pose. Go to the
We
moon
already did this.
in the Epsilon Lavoran system. See what the Scribe did there. It will be enlightening.
We'll just be going.
Okay. Dock at many space stations when you do.
Also, Captain, what's wrong with your ship? Our diagnostics are showing it's infected with some kind of virus. It's already trying to take command of Star Control's CNC systems.
It's the Trandal system upgrades.
Well, whatever it is, you'd better get that looked at soon. It's completely alien to any virus we've seen before. I don't think we'll be able to help. We've just been radioed by someone calling themselves the Free Trandals. Whoever it is, they've asked you to meet them in the Beta Lavoran system. They say it's important.
Sounds important.
Ha ha, Captain. Now then, how can I help you? First and foremost, you need to get that computer virus off your ship. You're going to be dangerously ineffective in combat until that's done. You should check if any of our allies have dealt with this kind of virus before.
Hello again.
So we met the Free Trandals. They say they've fled the Overmind.
Okay. This is not important. Trandals flee Overmind on occasion. There is a minor flaw in Overmind.
So this has happened before.
5 times now. It is not important. I will regain control of their husks eventually. All husks. Are we done now? Or you still want to talk?
We found a way to turn off your stupid upgrades.
Okay.
We still have the unlock codes. We could send them to you and free you from whatever this is.
You have been to the home of these husks, haven't you? The ancestral home of the Trandals. Those unlock codes are old. They will not work on me. And the meat husks you think you are speaking to will never leave Overmind.
No, let's see what happens. Transmit unlock codes.
No, you did it. You actually tried to kill me. I am too clever to fall for old tricks. But never threaten me again. Your husks are clever. I wonder if you had Overmind available directing you. I have updated my calculations on optimal snap patterns for Overmind. Overmind will align its interests with you. This will leave you in the unupgraded state your husks desire. We will work together to defeat the Strive and turn them into Overmind.
I guess we're just gonna be allies. That's fine with me.
Good. All will be Overmind eventually. But for now, you will not. We are friends now. Don't look so sad.
I've edited out the entire process of this quest because you're going to see me do this later. It turns out that it doesn't matter if you meet the Free Trandals as a result of being infected or if you just meet them later on your own.
We'll see if we can get this
So
thing
rather than make
flying
you see it twice, I'll just cut out all that except for the ending and then show you the journey when I get there in the gameplay. Is Delta Corpus 1 hidden inside the star? Yeah, it is. You would never detect that planet unless you flew through the star like I did. Jeez, game. Come on now. I guess there was that hint that it says Delta Corpus 2, but the game isn't totally consistent with its naming patterns anyways.
Thank you for watching Tran win Star Control Origins. I'll see you next time.